Yes, yes. Mimi, we are back. Food Chronicles with Mimi and I said it. Happy Sunday to everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. How are you today?
I am wonderful. I got my fast food.
Oh, okay, okay.
Look, and
You
I'm
made
only
that
saying,
happen for
look,
me.
I'm only saying fast food because I made it in the fastest way. Okay.
Right, right. I heard that. I'm anxious to see what's on your plate, what's in your bowl, what's in your cup. And everybody that may be watching, this again is Food Chronicles with Mimi and I said it. This show actually airs every Sunday, the last Sunday being particular, at 6 p.m. That's Central Standard Time. That's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we like for you to continue to tell all your friends this is the show, this is the place to be when you're feeling hungry, when you got appetite, when you're feeling some type of way about having a snack. I don't know, something like that.
Something
I just
like
made
that.
that part up.
No, I
Something
like
like
it
that.
though.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, so what's on your plate today, Mimi?
Okay, so I have some chicken breast. Of course, I sliced it up. I put it in the air
Mm,
fryer, and I have
nice.
some Brussels sprouts and broccoli in the building. That's what I got going on.
Mm,
It was real quick,
get a
real
bit
fast. If I tell you guys that this was the fastest 20-minute cooking ever, okay, but trust me, everything is cooked because you guys know we
what
cannot do cold, frozen, no kind of crazy meats on a plate. So, the air fryer does not play when it comes to chicken. And you got to be mindful with chicken breast because I keep forgetting there's like no bone and stuff in it. So I be trying to put it in there for 20 some minutes. No, you put that bad boy
mm.
in there for like 15 minutes and you are good, good to go.
Hey, I love my air fryer. Can you hold it up one more time for the one time? Not out
Yes.
of learn to
Hopefully it
scream
don't
for you.
sit.
Oh yeah.
See? And I diced it
Oh,
up and everything, looking all nice
that
and
looks
stuff. So I got my
delicious.
little broccoli and my little Brussels sprouts. And I've gotten into the
Mm.
thing with the Brussels sprouts, honey, and I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna ever go away. Somebody cheated me in my life with the Brussels sprouts because somebody held it from me, and now that I've caught up with it, I can't let go. So that's what I got
Nice.
going on in my that's what I got going on in my plate. And then in my bowl, I got some sliced watermelon
Mm.
in my bowl, and it's got
I
some
love
coconut.
watermelon.
I got a little coconut rum drizzled over that watermelon,
Oh wow.
and then in my cup, which should be cup, but it's a glass. I got my mango juice with coconut rum.
Nice,
That's what's
nice.
happening on this beautiful Sunday. So what you got going on over there?
I love it. I love it. So on my end, let me go ahead and switch this up. I love what you're doing. I'm a
Thank you.
tad bit I can't meet that energy for what I got in my cup. We're gonna start in my cup. I got a half a bottle of water in my cup, which is a
Okay.
bottle, representative bottle. So I've been drinking my water. It's always good to have our fluids, you know what I'm saying? If people didn't
Yes.
know, they say over 60% of the country is actually dehydrated. So
Hmm.
FYI, continue to drink water. You know what I'm saying? We as a community, we stay dehydrated. We're always thinking that
Hmm.
we are have enough, but you can never have enough H2O.
That's
So,
right.
drink up.
Drink up, baby. That's what I'm talking
Yes.
about.
With that being said, so that's what's in my cup. What's in my bowl? I'm gonna show you an empty bowl, and then in a second it's gonna be full, and I'll tell you what's about to be in my bowl. So I'm doing this all live. I'm reaching in the cabinet right now, and I'm gonna show you an empty bowl because we keep it all the way 100 over here.
Gotta keep it
But
100.
see, this is one of my favorite salads that I like. They
Mm-hmm.
get from the grocery store. I bought this from Kroger. It's a
Yes.
little baby spring mix, a
Mm-hmm.
balanced medley of tender baby lettuces and baby greens. I like this. I don't know. It does it for me. I don't know how it does for other people, but I like it personally. And then, so I don't have a plate, but that's gonna be my bowl.
Okay,
And
that's what
then
I'm
you
talking
already
about.
know, I'm gonna top it with one of our sponsors actually today, and that's
Mm-hmm.
her dressing, and that's Essie's Heart Healthy Delish, which you can find in Whole Foods out here in Chicago. So, and you can order it online through Amazon. So, shout out to our sponsor, Essie's Hearty Delish, which I'm about to bring on the screen right now.
With her amazing self. Yes.
Yes, always doing big things. She recently accepted an award not too long ago. I want to say it was back in February. So congratulations to her. She had got a really big
Congratulations.
award here in Chicago. Yes,
Sweet.
absolutely. So shout out to Ashanya.
Ashania, yes.
Yep, and these actually what her bottles look like. I'm eating the Tutti Frutti. That's what
Mm-hmm.
it's called. Tutti Frutti, vinaigrette. Yeah, that's my favorite personally. But they all good though.
Yes.
I highly recommend it. You know, she's out of Chicago, like I say. And I actually our other sponsor.
Sinful
Yep, our other
baby.
Sinful Sauce out of Houston, Texas. Can't forget
Yes.
about our friend Cinnamon. You know what I mean? That's her bottle. You know what I mean? She recommends you can put them on any type of, like chicken, wings. It's like a barbecue sauce
Right.
type deal. Man, it's really tasty. I've tasted it. So, I don't have any in-house at the moment, but can't wait to get some more. Yep. And this is actually her logo. So you see that? Definitely gotta
Mm-hmm.
support Hazel Merritt.
Hazel,
Yep,
honey. That's our girl. Yes.
that's right. Appreciate her so much.
Yes.
Yes, always. And if you would like to be a sponsor, you already know you can always contact either me or Mimi, you know what I mean, anywhere on social media. You pretty much always live, so you can always find us. We're not hard to find. So,
That's right.
but otherwise, you can just email I said it management@gmail.com if you'd like to be a part of the show and for us to highlight your brand. If it's anything related to food, this would be the perfect platform for your business. But with that being said, I know that food looking like that's fire over there. I'm so
It is
jealous. I don't have
look,
it.
it is fire.
I'm over here about to eat a salad, but I'm going to enjoy my salad though, because I
No,
love salad though. Low
I
key.
know. You gotta enjoy your salad. And it's Sunday. It's like one of those days when you eat light. Like this is
Yeah,
lightweight right now, what we're doing. This is not heavyweight. This is not barbecue chicken with mac and cheese and collard
yeah.
greens and
Right.
and corn
Soul
and
food.
cornbread and all that stuff.
Right, right.
It's not a soul
Yeah,
food day, even though we are about to go into that soul food season. Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
I love it though.
Yep.
I really took my time in thinking about this thoroughly. Like, what am I gonna do? Like in the fastest way, but the most like thorough way when it comes to seasoning, because the food has got to be seasoned. And if your chicken is not seasoning, it's not it.
Right.
If it's not seasoned, it's not it. So I had to make sure that I seasoned. Well, it was seasoned overnight. It was the crazy thing. I did not plan to do it today. I wasn't gonna do this until tomorrow. But
Yeah.
I had to make it happen on today.
Yeah. I actually had some chicken. I had chicken and rice earlier. I just
Oh, okay.
got I got some whole piece of chicken. I cut it up actually as well, and
Mm-hmm.
I just threw it over some rice.
Okay.
I love my rice. I love rice. I eat it with anything. My go-to is chicken, but I eat chicken and rice. I eat
Mm-hmm.
rice by itself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm Asian. I'm purely content. I used to throw sugar on my rice, but now all I need is pepper, and I cook it with butter. I cook it with butter, and I put the pepper in the pot while it's cooking,
Of
so it can
course.
all everything be perfect
So it
together.
has a little kick to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like the sound of
Yep, I
that.
love it. Yep. So
I've never tried
now,
that, but I'm gonna try it.
oh
Oh,
yeah. I'm
oh,
sorry.
I
What
saw
you say?
that. No, I saw that.
Oh
You gotta
yeah.
bring that back up. Yes,
Okay. Yeah.
sir. With the green
I love
salad,
that.
honey. Yes, that's it.
Where all my salad lovers at? Check in. Pull up. Where all my salad lovers? I know y'all see us. Y'all see this. Y'all see this salad with the tutti frutti, um, fresh and delicious, right on top. Oh, that's what I need. My fork. Definitely need my fork. Here. Yep. I'm ready now. I am ready. So I was on the internet, like we always on the internet, and I came across a couple of videos that I wanted to share this episode. If you don't mind,
No,
these
please.
just random, food videos, because we appreciate everybody that's doing their thing and everything, but especially in the area of food in particular with this show. So it's just a
Mhm.
little short video. This first one is 30 seconds long. So let's see what. Check this out.
What's that?
While we eating.
야, 안 올라.
Now, the reason I share that is
Okay,
because you never
I just
know.
want you to know something. I'm so sorry. So the
Please.
whole time from when you hit play, it was just
Mhm.
showing him sticking something into the back of something. I don't know if it was skulls or something that it was on, and it was like that the whole time. It didn't even
What?
play.
Oh, wow. Let me try one more time.
Did it play? The whole thing played on your end?
Yeah, it played on my end.
Yeah, it didn't play on my end.
Okay, let me try this one more time.
Let's go.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry, still nothing?
No, it went as far as it looked. It looked like a fish or something had looked to jump out, and then it froze right there.
Oh, wow. I don't know what that's all about. But nevertheless, what that was is that they were shipping a bunch of fish in the back of a semi truck. Now you would think that those fish would be properly contained in some type of like plastic or bags
Right,
or something. Like they just had raw.
a net or something.
Right, exactly. Like they just had fish in the back of a dirty semi truck. You know what I'm saying? As much as I love fish, they just had in the back of a semi truck and then poking it with looked like a dirty poker. And you know what I'm saying? And then they just let it fall on the ground as they all fell out. Like, so it's just again, just a reminder about, like you just never know where our food come from before it gets to us in stores after, where it's manufactured at, that is. Like it's just crazy. So, I just pray that no one got sick from that fish or does because, I just hope they clean it well because that's crazy. I just would have never thought that you're shipping fish like that.
It could have been a dirty garbage truck, and then all of a sudden you got fish in there. Then it makes it to the
Right,
supermarket. They ain't really cleaning it because they're trying to get it out of there. So now they stick it in bags. We take it home. We're thinking it's
right.
clean because it came from the store, but no, you really got to clean your chicken and your fish when it comes home.
Mm, right. Don't leave it up to them.
Right.
We gotta take control of it.
That's right. That's right. And I know that I do all the time, especially with chicken. Shoot, my chicken would be
Hmm.
almost tasting like vinegar. You leave it up to me. Because I would let that bad boy soak until it turned white. Be looking at me like, look, you going to take me out or what? I don't play about the cleanliness of the food that I'm putting in my body.
Yep, absolutely. They say that you can wash vegetables with a little bit of bleach. Have you ever tried that?
No, I have
Or,
heard of
or
it.
chicken? Or chicken?
Let me tell you something. I be done poison myself.
Have
So
you ever
I can't even
put a little bit
imagine that thought.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not recommending it. I don't do it. That's not how I grew up. That's not what my parents done.
Mm-mm.
They use like vinegar and um, some dish soap or some with stuff. But
No, even dish soap is crazy.
yeah, so I don't know. I can't recommend bleach though. I won't. I can't vouch for that. That's just
No,
what I heard.
mm-mm. If I can't drink that, I'm not gonna put it in no food.
I
None of
heard
that
that.
happening over here. So with all the
Yep.
prices going up and all the stuff that's happening now, as far as the economy and everything, how is everything going in your neighborhood as far as like the restaurants and everything? Are they having any like hardships or people not eating out much or stuff like that because of the price gouges and whatnot, or no?
Now the restaurants are still booming.
That's good.
There's still a lot of traffic, and when it comes to the price gauging, like you're saying, the increase,
Mm-hmm.
um, oh, that's definitely like the gratuity has definitely went up,
Mm-hmm.
big time. You know, They expecting them much. Now I saw a video in your city in Atlanta where they talking about they charging like $250 for a bottle. Like when people be popping bottles in the club and stuff, talking about that people be charging like $250 for a bottle. It's just like, when standard used to just be like $100, which is still always been crazy,
right?
just to be considered VIP. But
Yeah.
now it's like a $250. It's like, who does that?
Yeah, well, you see, and then what's happening too is you also have a lot of the kids and artists and stuff like that that are out here flexing. So of course the managers or the owners of these clubs are like, okay, they want to flex, okay, let's flex on that price, and they're gonna buy it
Right.
anyway. They're buying 4, 5, 6 bottles, So that's the thing to do. Like nobody argues about the bottles in the club
Right.
because they don't want to look crazy. Like why are you so cheap? If you know how much the bottles are in the club. Why are you gonna argue
Right.
about it? It's a $250 for a bottle. Oh, okay, man. Yeah, let me get 3 of those because they're trying to show
Yeah.
off.
Right.
Then,
That makes no sense.
no, then you want to get upset afterwards. It's like no, and who does that? You could go to the package store and get that same bottle for $35 or $40 or maybe $75, but now you're in there paying $200-$300 for a bottle. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's not a lot of people gonna speak about it, but that's always been silly to me. I never do that, participate, even if I had it like that.
Right.
Even when I had it like that,
Mm-hmm.
I never did that.
Right. I did that one time,
Mm.
and I was trying to make a point to a table of fellas that were trying to flex on me because I had, there's like a one particular club that I always go to, right? It's called
Yeah.
M.I.A here in Georgia. And I love the guys. I love the owners. They love me. I've known them for many years. So every time I come there, I get the whole VIP treatment. But this one night, I went to this little one VIP section. I always sit in the same little section, and here come these guys. And look,
Yeah.
I love my African guys dearly because they come to the States with a whole bunch of I don't know, their testosterone be on a level that I can't even talk about because they be in some other stuff for real. And you don't want it to be like 5 or 6 of them or 7 of them because they really get into their little village stuff and it's on.
Yeah.
And they were just being a little aggressive towards me. Like I had just moved from the spot. I was like, you know what? No, y'all could have all this because it's more y'all than me. I'll just go over here in the little spot,
Yeah.
And I think they were trying to get me to like, oh, no, you could come over here and stay with us. And I was like, on some like, no, like I don't do that. Like I could be your mom probably, But I'm just trying to listen because I like to go to the clubs for one, my food, especially when it's like the Caribbean clubs. You want to have a little bit of your food, a little bit of your little drinking. You want to hear your music because
Right.
I love my island culture. I don't get the island music or all of that nowhere else like certain spots. So you go to those little spots and you get your fix and then you go home. And that's what
Yeah.
I normally do. I don't go to dance. I don't go to meet people. None of that stuff. I just like to go have my little drink, my little food, listen to my little music. Might see a couple of people from home or whatever,
Right.
and then I disappear. And nobody knew I left. It's like, why you ain't say you was leaving? Because, they know I don't do that. But it just became something so crazy. And then I was just like, you know what? Let me send these guys a bottle to show them that it's all good. And I sent them a bottle of Hennessy. And they
Wow.
freaked out. They were like, whoa, we need to take her home. It's like,
Right.
nah, it's all good. I just wanted y'all to know that it's all good over here in my hood. We're not doing the craziness. I can't do that. But
Yeah, that was a
but I
major
love it.
flex right there.
Oh yeah. No, every now and then you got to show them that it's not always about them, and that's the thing that they try to make it so much about them. I'm like, look, some of y'all just got here. Chill out. It's not that serious. I don't know how it happens over there, in Africa for you guys. And I love y'all dearly because I have so many African friends. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my bosses at my tax office. Like I've been at my same tax office for 21 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's Nigerian and all his Nigerian people come there and we just embrace each other like family. Like who's not bringing gifts, every year, just
Right.
because it's trying to get me out there to Nigeria. So it becomes that. And I absolutely love it. But you have like some of the younger generation that be in the clubs. They're on some other stuff, one, because they think that I'm a little bit younger than what I really am. So they're looking at me a little
Yeah.
differently, like, whoa, yeah, who are you? No. Your
Wow.
auntie just came to listen to some music and go home. you know, but
Wow.
yeah, but they need to stop it with that, that. But as long as people are going to spend the money for these drinks and all this stuff in these clubs, the clubs are going to continue to do that.
No, absolutely, I agree. You know what I'm saying? They prey on people that is kind of naive, and always the people that is looking for the ultimate attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and usually the people that like that, obviously they got their money. Must have got it overnight because people
Right.
that worked really hard and it took a while to get it. They not just wasting it that easily like that.
Right.
Not all the time,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
you appreciate the value of it a little bit more.
Right. Very interesting. How's your salad?
But it is so good. I doubled it up. I finished that first bowl.
Mm-hmm.
While you was talking, I made me a whole nother bowl. Now I'm almost done halfway with that. I'm over here flexing with the salad right now, like I eat healthy all the time.
No, that's awesome. I love that. I love the sound of that.
Yeah,
And we got to do
I'm over
more of that. Eat healthy. You know, every now and then I have my little choice of whatever drink, but I make sure that it's less drink with more juice and a whole lot
mm.
of water. You know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What I've been doing is like now every Monday, just to make sure I get my fruit intake, I go and buy one of them like nice fruit melodies, to where it has the cantaloupe, melon, watermelon, and pineapple, in it. And
Nice.
it's probably like, I don't know, like maybe a 8 ounce, 8 ounces of fruit, maybe like more like shoot 12 ounces. It's more like 12 ounces of fruit. It's pretty, pretty hearty.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. But yeah, I've been eating that every Monday just to make sure weekly now I'm getting my
That
fruit
you're
intake.
getting your fruits.
Um,
That's awesome. That's an awesome
it-
yeah, way of making it happen. At least you know for
yep,
sure if it's Tuesday, you haven't had it yet, you better get it in.
yep. And then I'm trying to knock out one of these, which is let me see, this is just a 5 ounce, five
Mm-hmm.
ounce of salad. But as you see, it's pretty big though.
Yeah.
This is one of the smaller ones, but I eat this at least every 2 weeks, you know, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe sometimes 3 times a month. I might eat three of those a month. But at
Okay.
least if I'm getting two of them, I'm doing better than I was before. And I like to get to the point where I'm eating once a week, at least,
Mm-hmm.
one of those every week, just like fruit.
I thought you was gonna say 1 to 3 of those a week, but okay. In a month
Um,
it's not bad if you wasn't having it before, you know?
yeah, I wouldn't leave the house. I'll be a little too regular.
Oh
Too
yes.
much time. But they say, once you start, eating the way you're supposed to, though, your bowels and everything completely changes, and it goes back to where how it's supposed to be, where
Right.
you kind of not to be gross, but just to be an adult about it, like you kind of in and out.
Right.
It's no struggle, no struggle.
Right. 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 Right.
Yeah, when you got the proper fruit and proper solid greens intake. Now we got to be careful too with the salads and the greens. Like one of my friends, she used to do the kale, and once she got hip to kale, she went kale crazy, and she got kale sick because she had too much kale. Like anything in a abundance of anything can hurt you. You know what
Yes.
I mean? Unless you got an abundance of money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But abundance of anything when it comes to just intaking it and digesting it into your body, like you have to be careful. Like you can actually drown yourself with water. You drink too much water.
That's right.
You know, it's hard to do, but it's a case
It's
to where a
possible.
woman she was drinking yeah, them like Hickley and Schmidt Springs, the ones you
Mm-hmm.
turn upside down where you can get the big jugs. I don't know how many gallons that is, but this woman was drinking a jug by herself, like just turning it up to her mouth and drinking it at every day, and she ended up drowning herself.
No, that's
It's
first
like
of all, that's
that's what,
really ridiculous.
yeah.
Yes, yes. You shouldn't do more than I think it's 90 something ounces a day or something like that. I forgot really what the number is. But you really shouldn't do like let's say like 4 or 5 bottled waters. That's enough for me for a day. And I don't even do that much. I might do like 3 bottled waters, and that's like 16 ounce. That's enough for me in a day. I don't drink water
Yep.
like that, or else I'll be going to the bathroom all night.
Yep, I just googled it. It says the National Academy of Medicine estimates an optimal daily fluid intake is approximately 15 cups for healthy men and 11 cups for healthy women. So 6 to 8 cups on an average glasses of fluid a day. But approximately we can say men 15 cups for a healthy man and 11 cups for a healthy woman. And that's according to like an 8 ounce.
Yeah,
Which is a lot right there.
it's a lot. That's a lot. You really have to break that down. Like every hour, you have a cup of water,
Yeah.
damn near, or every other hour within the day.
Yeah, we got to be more careful.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But
I'm
now
trying to cut liquids by a certain hour of the night and eating
mm,
because you really shouldn't go to sleep. Like I've been trying to. Let's just say it. I've been trying because every now and then I pull it off, but then I'll get up at 2 o'clock in the morning like this. What can I get into? But I try to go sleep early, because I've done
right,
my body is already used to going to sleep around midnight,
right.
1 o'clock the latest. And then I'll get up like 6:37 and have me a wonderful day. And I've been like, you know
Mm,
what? I want to go to sleep a little bit earlier and try to get the most of my sleep because I would get up depending on when I eat or how much I drink. Then I'm
right.
up going to the bathroom, which takes away from your sleep. It's like I get to the point where I just try to do everything with my eyes closed so I can go right back into bed when I'm done.
Right.
But by the time I wash my hand, dry my hands, turn light off, I'm up all over again. I'm like, man, got to figure out a system, you know,
I get it.
unless,
I
unless
get
I,
it.
unless I go to sleep with Pampers.
Hey. Hey, that's the future for all of us.
That shit is that. Hey, look, I'm not even trying to claim that, Father God. I'm not claiming it. I'm not going to claim
Mm.
that life.
Now, speaking about healthy, and a lot of us are out here, you know, um, exercising and doing diets. But according to this gentleman right here, this is a recipe that he came up with, but this is actually just a short video of foods that you can still enjoy despite you're on a diet. So some of these foods is gonna surprise you. Tell me out the list which food surprised you most, Mimi,
Okay.
that you can still eat despite being on a diet and trying to lose weight.
Okay, go.
Please welcome
Hopefully it plays.
Baker Matt.
Can I say something?
Did
Oh,
it play?
yes, it did play.
Oh, okay.
Did I see the right stuff on that video? Like all those fry foods and all that nonsense, fries
Hmm.
and pizza and all types of junk.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be like the new thing.
Yeah, this guy says you can still do that according to his recipe. He has a special recipe to where he's doing that and you can still eat all of these foods he claimed. And that's what his foods look like after, after it's been modified to be healthy. And you can still enjoy your favorite foods.
That looks like diabetes, high blood pressure. That looks like a whole lot of stuff, okay?
Yeah, it was a lot going on, right?
I gained about 3 pounds looking at it.
Yeah, I was like, no way. There's no way. Um, but my friend Vegan King out of Atlanta, want to say is he out of Atlanta? Yeah. Vegan Kings, y'all might want to
Yeah,
Google him.
I think I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's been on our what you call it show, Square Table.
Okay, okay.
Yep, he's been one of our guests sometime maybe like last year, early last year. But yeah, Vegan Kings, he does a great job, when it comes to vegan foods that you would never believe that's vegan. When I be on his page, it's like, wow, like that's a vegan food. Like, there's no way. Like, cause
Hmm.
when you think vegan, just you don't think that they eat other than anything other than like when I'm
Right.
over here eating. This is what I think of when I think of vegans. And I'm like, no, that's a no for me. I'm not eating freaking salad all day. But it's a new day though. It's a new day. And shout out to all those, shout out to Vegan Kings and shout out to the real vegan queen. The Vegan King's out of Atlanta. He's a
Right.
chef. You can order his food, and then it's the Vegan Queen. She's has a platform out of California where she, promotes different restaurants and stuff that
Hmm.
are vegan all over the
Right.
country. So,
That's
yep, shout out to
amazing.
both of them.
Shout out to
Yeah,
them. Yeah,
right.
I think
We're making a
I
change.
think I would like to do something different, but I have to have like um some sort of counseling because there's some things that you just don't want to give up. But let me tell you something. I've given up like I ate rice the other day and I
Yeah.
felt so weird eating rice because I had not eaten rice in a couple of months. And I was
Mm.
just like, you know what? I'm gonna have some rice today. And it just felt weird. Like I don't even cook rice anymore. I got this big bag of rice, and every time I look at it, the bag says no, leave me right here. Like I don't miss it. I don't miss it. And then of course, I've really gone into veggies and like I said earlier, I was serious when I said it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I ser- I was serious when I said it too. I said it.
I heard that part.
And every time I said it, I laugh, right? I smile every time I have to say, "Oh yeah, I said it." Yeah, I did say it. Where's I said it?
Right. What you said.
What I said, right? Yeah, but I'm really, really trying to do better. It's really interesting because I found that when I decided to stop to try to do better, it's like I'm gaining weight off of even doing better. And I think
Mm.
it's because I'm not working out and I need to start working out again. I've gotten a little bit lazy. I think stress has a lot to do with it too, because I've been pretty stressed out lately about, my brother's situation and just
Prayers
dealing
for your
with
brother.
all that. So I'm just like, why am I gaining weight off of eating salads, Brussels
Right.
sprouts, and chicken? you know, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I think um I probably need to speak to a nutritionist so they could really walk
Mm.
me into how to do what I'm doing, because I'm sure I'm doing the right things. I'm sure the order is wrong, or maybe my quantities are off.
Mm.
Don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just like we have financial advisors, yeah, we need nutritional advisors, in every household, really, because nobody, just like we were sent off when it comes to money matters and how much money matters that is and how much things is with finances. We need better people to teach us how to eat the right way, because we've been sent off with the food pyramid from grammar school coming all the way up to today. We've been misled
Right.
you know on how to eat properly, what I mean? And they always throw things at you, and then years later they say, "Oh, well, if you eat this, this causes cancer." It's like, well, damn, well, I've been eating this for 20 years. Thanks a lot. Like,
Right.
so they throw you a curveball. So it's like we all need some type of nutritionist. Um, they need nutritionists in school. What I mean? Like how you have a counselor, they should
Right.
have a nutritionist. You know what I'm saying? Assigned to every student as a curriculum, part of the curriculum, like what I mean,
Yes.
like you have a counselor
But let
that
me
you
tell
have
you
to go
something.
see.
It would be a problem because this is the thing. You go to school and you're teaching the kids how to do a certain thing. Then the kids want to go
Mm,
home and challenge their parents.
mm, right,
And if you
true.
have parents that are cooking, um, having pizza and all the bad stuff to make something quick for the kids because they just don't have the time to be over a stove after an 8-hour workday and then having to come home to check on homework and all this and all that, and the kids are not eating just a bunch of junk. But then you go to
Right.
the school is telling the kid what to do, and now the kid is going home saying, "Mommy, we really shouldn't be having this." That's the baseball. That's the baseball bat across the head when we were young. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
how dare you come into this house and tell me what your teacher talking about? You know? So it's always a
I
catch
remember
22.
I'm sorry. I remember the day like it was yesterday. I was like in fourth grade, and this guy he came to school with a busted lip, and we like, damn, like how you come to school with a busted lip? You know what I mean? And we wasn't known for like his parents abusing him, but he was like, my mom, she hit me in the mouth because I threw away her pack of cigarettes because we had just learned about how dangerous cigarettes can be according to the Surgeon General and how it can cause cancer and stuff. So he was trying to
Yes.
help his mom out, and so he flushed her or threw her cigarettes um away, and she snapped.
Yes.
Trying to went home trying to school her about cigarettes, and she like, boy, I'm grown, don't tell me what
Mm-hmm.
the hell, I'm the one to pay the bills, don't touch my damn cigarettes.
Right. Right.
Yep, so you're right. So like you say, if that was to occur, having like nutritionists and people trying to tell us the right way to eat, they would definitely be trying to challenge their parents and might come up with a busted lip or a black eye too.
Yeah, of course. Of course. And our
People
parents
don't
and them,
get nothing.
they weren't playing that. They was giving it to us and sending us to school. And you better. The police better not come to this door.
Right, exactly. Excuse me. That's right. For real. Yeah, but I just love food. I've always been a foodie. I'm a person that doesn't really gain weight. I can just kind of eat what I want, always have. Can't say I always will because your body continues to change, like certain
Guys,
things that people,
there's a certain part of this show where you can just like
yeah.
omit those couple of seconds where I said it, just said all that line, okay? Just walk away for a second and come back. You're the one person that
Right.
everybody will hate, okay? Like, yeah, there's always that one person that can eat anything they want to eat and don't gain 2 pounds. But somebody like me, if I only smell it, oh yeah, she don't gain 3 pounds. She didn't even taste it yet.
Yeah, I've always just been like that. What is that? High metabolism, or is it low metabolism? I don't know, whichever
Yeah,
metabolism is that way. That's which
right.
metabolism I have because I don't gain any weight, and I've always
Yes.
had trouble gaining weight. But always, like me and my guy, true story. My guy, shout out to my brother Andrew. You know what I'm saying, aka Big
Mhm,
Nemesis. He know who
mhm.
he is.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We actually got kicked out of buffet one time, Old Country buffet, because we was just out there doing the most. We was like, he's a year older, so I was like in fifth, he was in sixth grade. Parents dropped us off, and we just was doing the most, and they basically like asked us to leave, like you can't do that, like because what we were doing, and I'm just keeping it 100, like we was eating up the food, go to the bathroom, go for seconds, go to the bathroom, go for thirds, go to taking bathroom breaks, is just devouring the whole line.
Wow.
And if they putting it out, we filling our plates up, and it's like, dude, like how many times have y'all been up here? And like y'all is eating up all the food, and it's just two of y'all. Like this is a problem. Y'all only
Wow.
paid for one buffet, but y'all didn't had a family full of plates, a
Well,
buffet, and then all the drinks. Like we was just had the munchies.
they do say come, you pay for one, but you eat as many times as you want. That's why they said all you can eat, right?
Yeah, I know,
So you
right?
can't you
They'll
can't go back on that line. You can't discriminate on that.
yeah, yeah. They had a problem with us, and we were just kids. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, but those was the good days. Now I can't eat like that no more. I go to a buffet. I'll be lucky if I can get away with seconds, because my body just don't operate like that no more. With taking in all that mixture of foods like that, like
Right.
I'm talking about, I used to try to get 7 different meats. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
12 different sides. You know what I mean? You got to have the 3, 4 different desserts.
Right.
You mixing your drink with the Mountain Dew, with the cherry Coke, a little splash of water, some Hawaiian punch. You just mix, just doing the most, just mixing everything. You know, those was the young days. We can't do
Those
that
were the
like that.
days.
Got
Those were the days when we could
gotta
do
be.
whatever we want to do. And now folks are paying the price. If it's not diabetes, it's high blood pressure, it's cancer, it's all
Mhm.
kinds of things. And now every time you turn around, everything you eat is cancer. Oh, you can't do this because there's cancer. Oh, you
Right.
can't do that. And I'm
Right.
going, you can't walk around outside barefoot because I'm like, wait a minute, that's grounding. Like, wait a minute, you're trying to take
Right.
everything away from me.
Don't
And
tell me
we're
they
not
said
gonna.
that too.
No, they haven't gotten that far yet because they're gonna.
Okay.
It'll be a problem of the problems if I can't walk outside barefoot. But
Right.
like back then, we didn't get sick of being outside in the rain or, being barefoot or whatever. Like,
Right.
we didn't get sick easily back then. You know,
Mm.
even eating all the wrong things was not bad. Yes, I can't show mine because I always got food in my plate. I always be on here doing too much, and then I got a bunch of food on my plate.
Yeah, I thought like earlier when you was talking, I forgot I was live because I was over here because her dang on dressing is so good. I was over here looking at my finger. Then I
And
forgot I was live. I mean, for real. Her tutti frutti, I don't know what Ashanya, I don't know what you put in here, but this was like
You're a mess.
you can just you can turn the bottle upside down
Oh my gosh.
and
That's
it's
almost
good.
like back in the day when our parents did the cake in the in the bowl, and she would
Oh
give one
man,
of us the bowl and say, here's the bowl with the spatula still in it. Oh my gosh, that
right.
was it. Whoever got that bowl got the life.
Yep, me having two sisters.
Hmm.
What when the blender thing, what's it called? Where
Yeah.
that thing, and it's two of us, so it's three of us. So we have to take turns like every rip. Like so one person gets the one of the things, my other sister get one of them, and I get the bowl or vice versa. Like what we all
Right.
get because there's only three of us, so we all got to get one of those
I
the
love it.
utensils.
It's the
That
little.
was on the
I know what you're talking about. Like, it's the little
yeah,
stick
yeah.
with the little thing that turns,
Right.
and there's only two
Oh,
of
that was
them.
the best. Right, it's only two. And
Right.
then somebody gets the bowl.
The bowl.
But like you say, whoever got the bowl, that was the winner
That's the
though.
life.
Right.
No, my mom used to actually beat it in a bowl with her with the
Oh.
spatula. Like she used to beat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
Right.
and trust me, everybody didn't want that. It might have been me and my younger brother, Gary. It might have been just the
Mm.
both of us because the others were bougie. Like, we don't want that. Put it in a sink and put some water in it. Are you crazy? Man, that stuff gotta go. We got that. So when I just saw you
Yeah.
using your finger, it took me back then because that was our thing with the finger.
Yeah, big galah, but just
Right.
fine. Man, I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, so what's your favorite cake?
I love carrot.
Oh, stop it, Mimi.
I'm a carrot cake lover.
I love carrot cake.
Do
I
you?
knew it was another reason why we have such good chemistry. Because you appreciate carrot cake like I do.
I
It's all
really
about the carrot
do.
cake.
Yes,
Mm.
yes. I
Good
want the
carrot cake.
chunks of carrot in it. I want it homemade all the way from scratch.
Mm.
And you know who has, I don't know, because you can say you could find the best cake at a specific restaurant, but somebody
Yeah.
is making that cake. And a
Mm-hmm.
Cheesecake Factory has a contract with the best friggin' carrot cake makers ever, because those cake
What?
slices are so big and it's so
Mm.
moist. And it's like, if I want carrot cake from anywhere, that's where I'm going. Cheesecake Factory. Get a slice of cake.
Wow, I've never had carrot cake from the Cheesecake Factory. I'm slipping.
It's awesome. It's
Mm.
awesome. I don't know if it's
That's on my
like that
to-do list.
everywhere. Huh?
That's on my to-do list now.
Yes, you have to try that. There's a diner here in not Lawrenceville, in Lilburn, close to Stone Mountain,
Mm.
that I want to believe that they getting that cake from the same individual, because when I eat
Mm.
cake from that place, it tastes just like the Cheesecake Factory carrot cake. You
Mm.
know, and I used to know when they used to get them fresh when the truck used to come in. I used to know
Right.
that because then I would go there the following day and get a slice, but then I was like, nah, I got to start watching my sugar intake. Back then, still got to watch it more so now too, just because of things happening with family members and stuff like that. You just got to be a little bit more careful and watch the ingredients on the back of these boxes and whatnot.
No, absolutely. Always got to look at those nutritional facts and things that nature. But I have a quick story, and I don't want to get stuck on the carrot cake because we
No, no,
have
no.
so
Go
much
ahead.
more foods and desserts we can always talk about. But this is just FYI. Please be careful for anybody out there trying to take the shortcut and trying to save money, because sometimes you got to pay money for good stuff when it comes to food. You know what I mean? Some things are overpriced, but this is a perfect example. So locally, Kroger is the closest grocery store in my neighborhood where I stay out
Mm-hmm.
in Bloomington, Illinois. So I go to Kroger, and they carrot cake is decent though. Like on a
Mm-hmm.
scale of 1 to 5, I say it's about a 7.5. So it's pretty decent. You know what I mean? It's not the
Okay.
best carrot cake. My mama's is a 10. That's the bar. My mama's carrot cake is the bar. And so I judge everything. I judge everybody's carrot cake
Based on
on
hers.
based on my mama setting
That's
the
not
bar.
fair. That's
So
not fair. That's not fair. If she's got
so
the
mama's
best.
carrot cake, yeah. But I can't always get the mama's carrot cake, and she ain't making
Mm,
carrot cake like that these days. I done
mm,
holler at my mom, see if she make another carrot cake. Usually it's
right.
doing like Christmas, um, Thanksgiving. I mean, I'm sorry,
Okay.
Thanksgiving. That's usually when she makes carrot cake. But nevertheless,
Mm-hmm.
so FYI, I went to Kroger and it cost $3.56 for a slice, and this is a nice little chunk. But then I saw they had the mini cake, the mini carrot cake for $6, and I'm thinking like, that's like three of these. That's like four of these in one. But I can save a whole lot of money if I paid that. If I bought four slices, that'd be like $14. But I can pay $6 for four slices. Oh, I'm getting it. I took that bad boy home and it was dry as hell, and it tasted nothing like the actual slice. I was so mad because it's like I could have just went on and did what I've been doing, paying $3.56 for the slice. But whoever making that, I don't know what they doing different. It's like, didn't this come from that? Like, I don't understand. Make it make sense. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened, but I guess
This,
they must have cut it.
this,
Yeah,
this didn't come from that, evidently.
I know, right?
For the
That
slice.
came from the big cake. That right, that came from the big cake, and then they making the little minis. So
Right.
my FYI to everybody that shops at Kroger, do not go for the okey doke and buy the $6 mini carrot cake. You would be disappointed. That shit's dry as hell. Excuse my language. Excuse my Chinese. That shit was dry as hell.
Uh, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't think that they probably all the Krogers use the same, like the same businesses and whatnot to get their cakes. So, but
Mm.
every now and then you do get these dry cakes, and it's so upsetting. And
Yeah.
don't let it be that you're taking it for somebody's birthday.
Oh man.
You don't never take a Kroger bought or a anything bought cake to somebody's birthday. You want to make sure that that bad boy is made from scratch, you
Yeah.
know, because you don't want to be talked about. Ooh, Mimi brought that cake, honey. Don't let her ever bring a cake up here again. You know,
Right. Forever associated with your name.
no,
you
it can't
just went
be.
from here. You just went from here down to below seven. Like,
Exactly. And then everybody be looking at me differently. It's like, y'all gonna invite Mimi this year? Just tell her to bring the forks and the silver. Let's
right. Your responsibility just dropped. Like,
bring Coke,
that.
Sprite, and the silverware.
Right.
Can't mess that up.
That
Oh my gosh.
should do. Cake was so dry, I could have threw some water on that cake and threw it in the microwave like you have to do with chicken. You know what I'm saying? When it gets dry, you throw it in, put it and try to steam it to get it to
Right.
softness and texture. Like, yeah,
Oh my
it was
God.
bad.
No, that's terrible.
It was bad.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but nah, it ain't nothing like a good dessert. Oh yeah, talking about dessert, I got my cookies. It's straight from Kroger though.
Hey.
Oatmeal cookies. So,
Yes,
what's your favorite cookie?
I have, I also have oatmeal cookies.
Stop playing with me, Mimi.
I will not.
Hold on, did she just disappear? Mimi will be right back. She moves fast. Well, while Mimi is going to prove to me that she got oatmeal cookies on deck, also, I'm going to enjoy an oatmeal cookie. So, everybody that got oatmeal cookie, I dare you to eat one right now with me, with us. Mm, mm,
I would never lie to you.
mm. Oh, you got it. Mm. You got the original, them old fashioned.
These are the original ones. You over there with the glaze.
Oh. Right.
Okay, well,
You
I
got
can't.
the
No, I got the original.
mm,
And
original oatmeal icing.
yes. See, no, this is
Is
the
that the
original.
icing?
And no, this is not the icing. This is the original. See?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
No icing. I saw you got icing though.
No, not on these. These is just the
Ah, okay.
these
Those are
are
the
soft.
soft.
These are soft.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually looking for the soft ones when I was getting these, and I ended up with the hard ones. They're really hard.
Mm.
So yeah, but see, we could have some things in common. It's okay.
Yeah. When you come to Chicago, when I come to Atlanta, neither one of us be disappointed when it comes to the food because we eat the same type of snacks.
Yes, definitely. And I'm gonna definitely if you don't get it before I get you to get it, I'm gonna get you to Cheesecake Factory so we can have some carrot cake.
Absolutely.
And hopefully they don't do us wrong. Because I've been boasting about that forever. You know,
Mm.
my brother that's no longer with us, he used to take all his girlfriends. That was his thing. All the girls that he dated, he would always take them to Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, that would be the place to go because he loved his carrot cake too, and he would take him there just for the carrot cake.
Mm.
But anywho,
I'm like, that was a
whew.
player move, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, all the girls, all the women went there. Everybody.
Mm.
Oh, Mr. Chachi, we see you back again. How you doing today? And it's always a different female. It's like
That's too funny. I
don't
might have
say
to
it.
inherit that.
I know. We go back to that story one day because there's stories on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on my list, on my to-do list.
The players' cards.
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory for your carrot cake needs.
Mm.
Yeah, I got to show them this,
Wow.
okay? So that could be a good sponsor. Cheesecake
I know,
Factory.
right? Hey, I contact the R's out here. You contact the one out there, and let's make it happen.
Hey,
Anything is possible.
that's
Anything is
it.
possible.
That's it. That's it.
For
Wow. Well,
real.
it's almost that time.
Yes. I love this show, you know what I mean? Anytime I get to talk about food, get to see my friend Mimi,
Yes.
you know what I mean? We just kicking it, you know what I mean, for the last supper on Sunday of the month. You
Yes.
know, man, it doesn't get much better. You know what I mean? We had a lot of great successful shows over here this month. You know, y'all definitely want to hit the replay button on my live section on my YouTube. That's I Said It Management. We've had a couple of episodes of From Her Point of View talk show. They was fire. Definitely want to check that out. We had a couple of episodes. Actually, had a celebrity interview now recently with a
Mhm.
good friend of mine, Mark Adams, who was actually since 1991. Maybe this man is the leading band leader of what Warriors. Rest in peace,
Yes.
Warriors.
Yes. Rest in
Yes,
peace.
since 1991, he's been the band leader, and so I
Wow.
just interviewed him. What was that on Wednesday? Yeah,
Okay.
Wednesday night. And then, remember the last Thursday every month. We know you had an emergency because usually, Mimi's there, but we
Yes.
did have another episode of the Square Table Talk Show, which airs every Thursday.
Hmm.
We had a lot of great guests on there, and we were just speaking about the awarenesses of the month. So definitely go
Yes.
backwards and check out some of these episodes on my channel, please. And make sure y'all subscribe to I Said the Management. Make sure you all following Mimi on all social media.
Yes.
What's your website again if people want to check it out?
Yes. It's MIAentertainmentgroup.com as far as the website and at MIA Entertainment Group on Instagram.
Yes, absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. I highly recommend you all follow Mimi. She's doing a lot of powerful things, and I see that you always working, giving opportunities to music artists and stuff. You have
Yes.
anything you want to put out there as an update that you're doing with music artists I might have seen?
Well, look, just look on my social media because I'm always posting
Right,
things,
right,
whether it's on my Instagram or on Facebook. Mostly really on Facebook under Mimi Acosta or Mimi Acosta
right.
2, as in Mimi Acosta TWO, which is 2.
Yeah,
And I'm always posting opportunities out there. Sometimes I go on other, fellow actors or producers or directors' pages, and they're like, Mimi, can you post this for me on your pages or whatever? And I'll just go out there and post, because caring is sharing and sharing is caring. And
that way.
I'm all about it. So when it comes to sharing opportunities and whatnot, I don't have a problem doing so. Yeah.
That's right. And if anyone that's watching, if despite this is a food show, but both Mimi and I, she started it. She paved the way from people like me. But what I mean, together, we can provide. If you need radio interviews, you can contact us anytime. You need
Mm-hmm.
a TV interview, you need billboard placement, you need backdrop placements at events, you can contact us.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it all. You know what I'm saying? There's
Right.
nothing that we can't accomplish, like say looking for music contracts or something like that, looking for music managers, management,
Mm-hmm.
publicists, you're looking for writers for magazines. If we don't want to be able to fill that position, we can assist you. You know what I mean? If you're looking for celebrities to be on your show to help your content, to boost your content, we can do that. We have many,
Right.
many, many friends in the industry. You never know what
That's
we can
right.
do. Sometimes it's going to ask to receive. So just make sure y'all just utilize us while we here. Um, and
That's
that's
right.
just what it is.
Yep. That's what it is.
We here to help. We here to help. But just remember, what I mean, everything requires an investment because, like
Yes.
they say, nothing is free in life. You know what I mean? You have to
Mm-hmm.
invest for the things that you really want. So, if you're willing to invest, we can help, in a better way.
That's right. That's right. It's all right.
you know,
Yes.
and I speak respectfully, for both of us when I say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. But Mimi, hey, always a pleasure to close out the month with you last Sunday of the month. You know what I mean? I don't
Thank
have
you.
any more programs going on this month. Man, it's been a powerful month, Women's Month. So happy Women's Month to you. Salute
Yes.
to you,
Thank
Queen,
you.
for all that you do.
Thank you.
But not just, women, but for men, for children, the youth, everybody,
Yes.
you've done so much. So I'm just grateful for you, and may God continue to watch over you and all your family and friends in abundance and great health amongst, your mother, your brother, yourself,
Mm-hmm.
of course, all your family and friends.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you. And many blessings in return.
Yes, thank you so much. Amen to that.
Yes.
And
Amen.
my dad and nephew, they just celebrated a birthday yesterday. My dad just turned
Oh,
71,
happy birthday,
71
Pops.
years old. Yeah, absolutely. My nephew, I don't know how old he is. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to say he like just turned 26 because I think he was born in 99. Yeah, he either just turned 25 or 26, one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 26. That sounds about right. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
happy birthday to
I'm
him.
just
Definitely.
yeah. Happy birthday, X-Man, aka Xavier.
Xavier, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Pop Callahan. Whoop
Yeah.
whoop.
Yes, amen to that. I appreciate it. Yeah, but man, everyone enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Be safe out there, safe travels. You got any vacations coming up or anything, and just continue to make sure you eat well. And remember, you just watched another great episode of Food Chronicles with
Mimi Acosta.
Mimi.
And I said it.
Yes,
Whoop whoop
that way.
whoop.
Appreciate y'all. And then remember, it's always about what's on your plate, what's in your bowl, what's on your plate, what's in your cup. Tune in to us next month, the last Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m.
Man, these
Eastern
things.
Standard Time. I got to say it slow because some people will be like, what did he say? No, I'm not repeating myself. So I just did it slow enough to where I didn't have to repeat myself. I did that on purpose. You might have thought your video was glitching, but it wasn't.
It
I did it on
wasn't.
purpose.
Stay tuned to all our flyers. That's really what it is. Okay. Make sure that you stay in tune with our social media so you can get all the information right the first time.
That's right. Amen to that. All right.
Yes.
Love you, Mimi. Take
Love you
care.
too, baby.
Talk
All
to you
righty.
soon.
Take care. One love.
Peace.
Peace.
One love. Peace. See ya soon.
See ya.